Hi Leo, this is Star with Ariana. Start with your forecast for August 2025. I will use the ID Tarot, Divine Mistress Oracle, amongst other decks for your reading this month. For a personalized reading as well as for deck purchase, feel free to reach us at the email address given below. Now let's just understand what's in store for you this month. Incidentally, from the Ideal Tarot, I do have the card Page of Wands, which is talking about you being very creative. You're very energized this month. You want to get to the bottom of things, or you desire clarity with a particular matter which is bothering you. I think there's uncertainty which is keeping you on your toes. Maybe you're also someone who wants to travel with respect to higher education. Possibly, Leos, you should let your creative juices keep you in high spirits. Communication is also going to increase and turn out to be to your advantage. Besides, you will do well if you are tactful and if you follow your intuition. You also need to spend time outdoors. Maybe you should do gardening or connect with Mother Nature. The final days of July, stepping into August, I do have the Page of Swords. This Page of Swords is someone who was very resolved, very determined to get ahead. You were also dealing with the air signs, that is Aquarius, Libra, as well as Gemini. You were embodying their qualities, so you were using your mental faculties to good effect. Maybe there was friction of some kind within the home front, especially with your family elders, be it your father or a father figure. Perhaps you had certain ideas about higher education, or you wanted to travel out of town for better prospects, but then your family felt that you were being unreasonable. This could have been mainly because their pockets weren't too deep. But then you were someone who wasn't going to take no for an answer, and someone had also helped you out at this time. Your schedule could have also been disrupted at this time. You had to have a flexible mindset. You had to make allowances for others rather than let go of opportunities. Bookkeeping, banking work had also been a priority for many Leos at such a time. Obstacles to overcome this month are the challenges. I do have the Ace of Wands. Again, with the Ace, there's always talk about new beginnings. You do desire newness. You are going to be someone who is going to be continuing to be very creative. But this is in the challenge position, so take any offer that comes your way with a pinch of salt. Sometimes we go through those endless rounds of communication or endless rounds of interviews in case it's a job opportunity, but then there's nothing much left to show. So don't put your hopes too high. They could be dashed. Travel plans or movement is also very likely. Paperwork or technical matters will increase. Somehow you're going to depend on your friends and acquaintances for support at this time. Incidentally, with this Ace of Wands, I'm also picking up that you could also be someone who is going to get attention from the opposite sex, even unwanted attention. Maybe members of the opposite sex do have sex on their mind. Influences, again with the Chariot card, this is also talking about travel as well as movement. You have the capacity to help others, but you're going to be a bit temperamental. Your mood could also fluctuate like a pendulum, so you could be someone who needs to maintain your poise, maybe work on your relationship with your father or a father figure. You have the ability to complete a lot of tasks, even routine work. You're also going to assist others. Maybe technical issues will arise and you will help those who have those problems, but then some tasks could also remain. Maybe networking is also something which you should work on, even if you're reluctant. Your schedule could be disrupted. Maybe housekeeping staff will pay truant. That is why you have to find time for tasks. You will also manage to get hold of your dues. Some of you may also be very disturbed because you do want clarity. Maybe you're distressed because you don't have suitable opportunities, or you feel your career is heading nowhere. Renovation at home could also be there. Be social. There could also be visitors and guests this month. The first 10 days, I do have the Page of Cups, another page in your reading. So avoid disagreements and quarrels. Maybe you shouldn't assume too much. You're going to be sought after for your words of wisdom, but you may also want to keep to yourself. You may want to withdraw. Your family could feel that you're egotistical or narcissistic. I think they could question your contribution towards the family purse. At times, you need to jog their memory, Leos, even if you're loath, even if you don't want to do so, but you need to blow your own trumpet and remind them to try not to get embroiled in unnecessary arguments. You may also be too exhausted. Maybe you're going to be the caregiver this month or at this time. Estranged people may also want to reconnect with you or the family. This could also disturb the family environment. This person is apologetic for having caused so much pain, but then this could be too late in the day. You also need to brace yourself for unnecessary change of plans. You're dealing with a whimsical boss. You may be reluctant, but then you could be forced to yield to what your boss desires. Again, guests could also arrive, so this could eat into your work hours. Maybe you have to get up early or work late. So disagreements could also abound due to the workload. Incidentally, Leos, I'm also picking up, you should also safeguard your work because someone could threaten to sabotage your work. This could also leave you in tears, but then even if it's an idle threat, I think you should not take this person lightly. A question of ethics could also arise, maybe your misdeeds, or if you have acted out of turn, then it could also lie in the open. You can wriggle out of the situation, but you have to be careful in the future. Those of you on the leadership position, I think you are going to be singled out because you're also someone who is a very generous boss. You do give your workers freedom to maneuver. Incidentally, hastiness could also lead to competition, so weigh your words carefully, Leos. You may have good thoughts or you may be kindly disposed towards the other person, but then this person could turn out to be a competitor. That is why you need to be watchful. Don't give too much information away. The next 10 days, that is 11th to 20th August, is the Knight of Pentacles. This is a very slow moving night. You do want things to stay the same. If you're going to be pushed to a corner, then you are certainly going to give it back. You're certainly going to retaliate. Maybe you could be a bit distracted, but you're someone who wants the status quo to be maintained. I think your boss could also want to have meetings with the clients expecting feedback. Maybe she wants to put you in a corner, but this could leave you rattled, even a bit upset, because you feel the boss doesn't have confidence in your abilities, but then you're going to find ingenious ways to overcome that situation. Possibly you could start meetings ahead of time. This could irk the boss, but then you're going to have your way. Other than that, your boss could also want to hire someone whom she is well acquainted with, but then you regard this person as a threat, as an insider, possibly a mole. If she is hired, that is why you're going to pour water on your boss's plans by giving your reasons. Leos, you also need to be careful because there could be distressing piece of news. You also need to focus on spiritual cleansing. There could be messages that you're going to receive from your higher self as well as the universe. I think there could also be work offers, but they may not excite you. So you feel as though you're in the same situation. The final days of the month, that is 21st to 31st July, is the Seven of Swords. Now, this person, he looks like a thief in the night. He is very watchful. Likewise, I think there could be someone who could be acting suspicious, or this person could be like a thief in the night. It would be imperative for you to be tactful, to be polite, so that there's harmony in your relationships. It's very likely that you could lose your cool. Maybe you think that your good intentions are never acknowledged, rather they are misinterpreted. You think you always get the wrong end of the stick. Bias is also something that you will encounter, especially on the home front. For some Leos, money, lack of opportunities could also mean that you feel down in the dumps. Reunions are also going to be lined up at this time, but you could be unconcerned, or maybe it's not a very happy occasion. Also going to be concerned about the health of a loved one. Overall, I think at this time you're going to be someone who is going to use your intelligence to tackle problems that may arise. There could also be calls for an interview, but then there could be too much scrutiny. That is why you're going to say no to such offers. Seniors could also saddle you with excess work. It is all very flattering, but then you don't want to be someone who is overburdened with work. There could be delays on account of malfunctioning gadgets which need to be repaired or fixed. You also need to adjust to what your superior says, or you could end up alienating yourself. I think you should nip issues in the bud rather than let them go out of hand, because it could come back to bite you. There could also be offers to earn extra, but then you're not going to have sufficient time at hand, so you're going to ignore them. Some of you can also expect a marginal hike at this time, but money could also be spent with respect to office events. Those of you who are expecting a promotion, you could be crestfallen as a rival could get the extension ahead of you. You could be investing in books or gadgets at this time. Incidentally, from Lenormand, I also have this card Moon, which talks about confusion. I did start this reading with the Page of Wands, where there was a clear desire from your end to get clarity, but the Moon card also talks about the same. Maybe the same cycles are being repeating. You're also a bit temperamental here, so you need to maintain your poise. Maybe you're going to be someone who's going to be very creative, so focus on your creative abilities. You also need to pay attention to your vivid dreams and your inner voice or intuition, which is never wrong. With respect to your love life, I do have this card Attraction. So singletons, you could be attracted to the opposite sex, or it could be that someone is attracted to you. Like I said, there could be sexual tension here with the Ace of Wands. Again, there could also be someone whom you are attracted to, but then this person isn't going to play ball, or he could reject your advances. Maybe he is not wearing his heart on his sleeve. That is why you could be back in that self-reflective mode. Maybe you think this person is deceptive. He is making you wonder about this connection. You do want closeness, comfort, and warmth in a relationship. These three words are interconnected. With closeness comes comfort, and with comfort comes warmth. Maybe some of you are also traveling to be with your person with the Chariot card over here. Farewell, but I'm no good at goodbyes. I think some of you may want to pull away, but because your person isn't going to say much. You could share your photos, you could share messages, but then he is unresponsive. That is why you may want to pull away from this connection, but it's very hard for you to do the same at the soul level. Perhaps this is also giving you a greater understanding as to where things lie. Maybe this person recognizes the soul bond or the soul contract that the two of you share, but then he is not going to be explicit. Perhaps you should see it as a sign that time is going to be the greatest healer. I do have the card, it's all aligned. So in some way or in some cases, I think the universe aligns to find that harmony in the relationship with this card. But then for some of you, maybe there's hard work in store for you. Synchronicity could also be at work in many areas of your life, but then with respect to a relationship, I think you need to work hard to be in that comfort zone with your person, to be in alignment with his soul. Incidentally, the last message from the Kipper deck is Great Fortune, which is a welcome card in a reading. Somehow, things can work to your advantage. So keep working hard. There are going to be opportunities to make gains, but like I said, you need to be very clever to understand that no one takes undue advantage of you. Maybe there's also a stroke of luck, or there could be someone who is benevolent towards you this August. I hope, Leos, you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.